Alright guys, welcome to the video today. In this video, we are going to take a look at the hunter exotic, the Stompies, which I believe to be the best PvP exotic for hunters. So if we go ahead and take a quick look at the perks. Alright, it's an armor piece that only has one perk. So for the one perk it has hydraulic boosters, increases sprint speed and slide distance, improves double jump. So basically you're gonna sprint faster, you get knee pads from Destiny 1, so you slide further. So it's basically kind of like fleet-footed from the Blade Dancer skill tree from Destiny 1. And then on top of that you get an improved double jump. So from what I've noticed, what this does is it makes your horizontal leap a lot faster. So you're not jumping straight up in the air as much. You kind of carry your momentum when you're sprinting and you like leap at people, which is really useful when using a shotgun. Alright, so very quickly going over the movement buff and the jumping or the double jump buff. So I line up in the exact same spot looking at the same location on the car. I sprint across. This is with the boots on with 4 mobility and I get 4.76 seconds. This is me doing the exact same thing without the boots on and I get 5.13 seconds. So it's between a 7 and 8% increase in speed. Moving on to the jumping buff, it is really vague as to what it actually does. If you read the perk, it simply just says that it upgrades it. So from testing and just playing in PvP for 3 days, 4 days or whatever, it seems like you jump a lot faster forwards more than going up in the air. So it's a quicker, more horizontal movement rather than kind of floating up as more of like a vertical focus jump. So you can kind of spring up on people if they're, in a building above you, or if you're just trying to get to them quicker. It just makes the feel of the jump seem a lot faster because you're launching yourself at people rather than kind of just floating up in the air. So once again, showing you in video, this is more something you feel, but this is me jumping at an enemy with the boots on, so with the Stompies, and then right here is me jumping at an enemy without the Stompies on, which is a lot more of a floatier feel, I guess you'd say. Alright, moving on to the final perk, which is an increase in slide distance. The first clip out of the 2 clips that I'm about to show you, the very first one is me sliding with the exotic on, and then the second one is me sliding without the exotic on. And what you're going to find is you get around a 36% increase in slide distance. So now that you know what they do, why are they so good in PvP? And why do I like them so much? So the first thing is that Destiny 2 PvP, if I'm being completely honest, it's a lot slower and it's a lot more boring than Destiny 1 PvP. And it seems as if though I've developed some sort of disorder where I have to be moving. I have to be moving fast and quick. And if I'm not, then I'm getting bored. And that's what I experienced with Destiny 2 PvP for the first few weeks. I was playing on a Warlock. I hated it. I was so slow. I was not playing at all. I was not having a good time. And as soon as I switched over to a Hunter and I got these and I was flying around the map everywhere, because you can do a thing where if you have a ceiling that's low enough, you can double jump to boost yourself off of it and you like bounce yourself forward. So if you're double jumping all the way across the map and sliding around with knee pads and sprinting super fast, it just makes the game a lot more fun for anyone who wants to play aggressive. So if you're that greasy schmuck that sits in Africa shooting people with Midas all game, then this exotic might not be for you. If you're just sitting back there shooting your Mida, eating easy cheese straight out of the can like a complete goofball, then this exotic is not going to be good for you. But for someone who wants to run around, have fun, use a shotgun, use a hand cannon, use an auto rifle, SMG, whatever, and play fast, then it's a really fun exotic to use, and it improved the quality of life for me while I'm playing PvP exponentially. By the way, if you do play passive, that's fine, but the Mida, man, just just cut it out. So for the people who made it this far into the video and they are passive players and they feel like they've completely wasted their time because they're not going to end up using this anyways, there are a few different choices which are really good as well. There are 3 kind of like top exotics for PvP, and I figured if I'm going to title the video this, I might as well at least cover them. So these will be the honorable mentions: the Knucklehead Radar and the Foe Tracer. So the Foe Tracer is an exotic helmet which will basically allow you to see people through walls. So if you get any damage on someone, it'll put something like a little marker on them that looks like a very thick hit marker, and you'll be able to see them through walls for a short period of time. So eventually it'll wear out, and it's not like if you damage someone once you'll be able to see them on the map 30 seconds later, but it helps with engagements where you're a little bit more passive. You get damage on someone, you can kind of figure out where they're going. And then for the Knucklehead Radar, you never lose sight of your radar while you're ADSing. So normally when you ADS, it fades out, and then a few seconds later, once you're done ADSing, it'll fade fade back in. However, with the Knucklehead Radar, it will never disappear. So it's always up there whether you're ADSing or not. So it grants you Third Eye, which is a perk that's on the Midas. So, you know, if that's your thing, go ahead and use it. This is just, I feel like my audience usually prefers to play aggressive. I don't know why. So if, you know, those are the top 3 basically, and then besides the top 3, it kind of just comes down to preference. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure you go to my channel, because YouTube never works, and enable posting notifications so you don't miss an upload. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'll have more videos soon because Destiny 2 came out and we're pumping out the videos, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.